Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Just wanted to shout out a little bit of information to you, make you aware of something. You know, if you're in a support group, if you're researching online, if you're trying to get more information, you are becoming more aware. You're becoming more aware of the big picture. You know, you're becoming more aware that, hey, maybe this narcissist thinks differently than me. Of course, you probably reached that stage already. But what will happen, at least what happened to me, and this has been about 2.5 years after the discard, is that I became a lot more aware of how I interact with things, how I react. I can change my reactions. I can actually respond. I can actually pre-program myself by doing a lot of different things that is for another video. But I wanted to make sure that you were aware of this subject about how the narcissist always has to be right. And the sense of being right is deep. And what happens is these people have such, like with every ounce of their being, they have to be right. And the reason for this is they have the illusion that they're this person, the false image, the false self. To prop up that illusion, they have to constantly, you know, put little perceptions out there of what they're all about, how great they are, have to make things happen where they're seen in environments where they're, you know, they're working at the charity. It's all about image for them, right? Because they're trying to prop up that false self. Well, anytime you call them out on something where you say, no, that's not right, or that's not true, and it really isn't, because why else would you do it anyways? You're just trying to clarify things and whatnot. That's a narcissistic injury, and that can develop into narcissistic rage. So what happens is, and I didn't really see this until more so when I went no contact. Well, I had kids, so actually technically I went gray rock, but until I went no contact, I couldn't really see this, because when you're in it, you can't see it. It's like you're in a movie theater, and I saw a movie last night, American Assassin, and I'm sitting in the movie theater. You know, it's about halfway in the movie, and the main character is getting punched and beat up, and he's just, oh yeah, there's one part where this guy's getting his fingernails torn out. I was in my chair going, I mean, it was just like, oh, it seems so real to me, right? Well, that's the thing, is what we're in is in, when we're with the narcissist, we're in their illusion. We're in their, we're believing that the fingernails being torn out are real and that this is reality. So what we need to do is actually get out of the movie theater. I mean, that's a nice thing about a movie, right? When it's over, the screen comes back on, you realize, oh, I'm here right now in this seat. But what happens when you're in a relationship with a narcissist is you are helping them prop up the illusion. I mean, you may look good and make them look better. You may be the good person to make them look better as a good person because they're associated with you. They actually talk really good about you behind your back a lot of times, at least if it helps their image out. So, but the thing with the truth with them is, or as far as them always having to be right, like, for an example, say, they say it's going to rain today. Oh, we can't do that, it's going to rain today. And it's in the morning, and a half hour later you look out up in the sky and it's sunny out, and you say, oh, it's not raining. And they say, so what they're going to do is, since they can't be wrong, they have to be right. They're going to throw a gazillion different things at you. I mean, I can just go on and on, but some examples are, well, you're always questioning me. Why are you always questioning me? So it puts it back on you. Oh, you know, the last time this happened, it eventually rained. So again, the facts were they said it's going to rain today, and you said, no, it's sunny outside, let's go for a walk. And you look at the weather forecast and it even says it's going to be sunny all day. So the narcissist didn't get the facts right, but they're going to try to do everything they can to be right. I mean, it's just like you want to be a good person, just like you don't want anybody to see you as being a bad person or being manipulative or being like the narcissist, this cold, uncaring person. That's in every ounce of your being. Well, that's similar to what they feel about the truth. Well, about their truth, about them having to be right. So they will just do everything, and they will actually contort the facts. If that doesn't work, then they will convince themselves that you didn't really say that. No, you never said that. You actually said that it was going to be rainy out, just like I said. And it will play a mind trick on you. It's like a mind fuck. It's like, no, see, what happens is this has been going on for a long time, but you just now are seeing it, like you're becoming more aware of it. And it's going to piss you off if it hasn't already, that how can this person do this to me? How can I give them so much of my time and my energy and my life? And they're totally like making stuff up on me. Like, but understand, they've always been doing this. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They've always been the same. Now they progressively get worse as time goes on, unless they have an incredible enlightenment, you know, maybe a near-death experience. Sometimes they'll re-examine things, and a couple years later they'll be more normal. But in general, they are the same. They stay the same. And so what you want to do is just be aware of that. First of all, you want to go no contact. You want to get out of the movie theater that I talked about earlier. You just want to leave. Realize that in that room, that's the abuse room, the movie theater. That's where all these illusions are coming to you. And there's love stories in there. Oh yeah, but it's not real. It's just a movie. But they want that movie to be real. And how does a narcissist know the movie's real? When they can sell it on you and you believe it's real. See, if they can get you to believe it's real, that they're always right, that they're just this person that you see on the movie, then that's how they get their sense of importance. That's how they feel about themselves. Where somebody like you and I, we have we have an inner consciousness. We're not living in two worlds, false self, real self. We're living in our real self. And when we make changes, when we learn something, when we learn more about narcissistic awareness, abuse awareness, for example, we can get more into our, we can make the necessary changes. I wish they could happen like that, but it takes time. But we can grow into becoming a person that's healthier emotionally. We won't be sucked into these people all the time. Just realize, guys, when I talk about how you need to be aware and you need to do this, just know that it's not quantum leaps that you're taking. It's just a gradual awareness, but it's really important. In other words, there's nothing really wrong with you. You're just seeing things now because you've been sucked in by these people, because you're probably a giving spirit. You like to give. You like to help, and the narcissists, they like to hurt. So, but I just wanted you to be aware of that they always have to be right. They'll minimize, they'll deflect. The truth for them is what they say it is. And as long as you'll go along with it and agree, then everybody's happy. You back down, there's a conflict. You back down, because you always do, but maybe now you're saying, wait a second, buddy, you know, I said it was going to rain, or I said it was going to be sunny out because I looked at the weather report, and you told me it was going to rain, and this is the facts. No, you thought you said that. You must be looking at yesterday's weather report, because it's supposed to rain today. I mean, it's sunny out now, but I was talking about later. You know, they'll change it. They have to contort the facts to make sure they are right every single time. And there's one other point I'd like to say before I wrap this up. One other thing on that, and I didn't notice this until after I left the relationship. Again, most of it was these aha moments afterwards. One other thing, and that's part of being right, is they like to have the last word. And that has to do with the control element. So, because what would happen is I would text stuff about the kids. And I would say something, and she'd say, no, it wasn't that. I'd say, well, it was this. And I'd say something like, well, I guess we agree to disagree. And then there was always something else, like the last thread of that text. It was always something that she would say, almost like, I got control of the situation because I had the last word. It's mind-boggling. If I were to go through every one of my texts right now on my phone from my ex, you would see all the threads. It's always her at the last. And you know what? That's okay. I mean, I'm not in a competition. I'm not going to change her. So, as much as I'd like her to be a certain way, she just doesn't have the capability to do it. It's like trying to ask a blind person to take a look at this. You know, I mean, they can't. They don't have the senses. They don't have it in them to be able to see things the way most normal, healthy people see them. And again, there's nothing wrong with you. You're like, if you're watching this, you're in a support group, or you're online and you're researching. You know that. I mean, if you're to this point, realize that if you're to this point, you're going to be okay because you can change. And the first step you can do is separate, get away, get out of the situation, get out of the movie theater, get away from them. And I can't tell you how important that is. And a lot of you are like, oh, well, no, we have a house together or something. Look, if you have kids together, that's a different topic. That's more with gray rocking, and look up gray rock. But I can't tell you how it's. You almost want to look at this as like life and death. This isn't maybe someday I mean, like, do it, like, start making plans, do it soon. Don't tell the narc you're going to do it. Don't say, well, I saw a video online and it said that I should separate with you. You can't share any information with them. You need to act like you're sharing information with them to keep them calm and agree with them, even though you might not be down and disagree. It's easier to just make plans, set some money aside, lie back to them. They've always lied to you, so I'm just telling you that. You probably already know it, but start to make plans and then make an escape plan, basically, and just be as calm and just boring around them, agree with them until you can get the fuck out of there. I'm telling you, it's like, it's just going to get worse. If they sense that you're pulling away, they're going to try to pull you back. How do they do that? They ramp up the abuse. They ramp up the criticisms, and I mean, it just gets worse until, I mean, if they've ever been violent before, if they've ever hit a wall or, punched a wall or a door or something, that's not a good sign. I mean, that could escalate into something that, seriously, I'm not just messing around here. That's pretty serious. So that rage, if you injure them, that rage will be something like, if you really thought you didn't know this person, well, wait till they do something crazy like that. When they know that you're past the point of no return, that you're done with them, they don't like, again, it's the last word. They don't like you to have the last word. They don't like you to call the shots on the breakup. So best thing you can do, stay away from them. Don't give them the supply, but don't do it like, there's two schools of thought. You can do it abruptly and just leave, which in a lot of cases will be good, or you can do it if you need to plan, you need to have some savings or something. You need to, make plans out. If you do it that way, then you want to not drop the supply. You want to just be agreeable, say how smart they are. Oh, you're right, and then do it that way. But anyways, I'm rambling on here. This video went longer than what I thought, but I want to stress to you that there's nothing wrong with you. Are you too nice? Well, yeah, maybe, but don't stop that. You have empathy, and don't stop the empathy. Just put some borders around that. okay? Put some boundaries. That's a better word, boundaries. So that you won't allow every person that says, hi, I'd like to be your friend. You don't allow every person to take advantage of you. That's all you got to do. I mean, it's not, you don't have to completely change who you are to never have one of these relationships again. You can be the same person you are, but just put some boundaries on it. Just put some, you know, if I got a brand new house out in this area and I don't put any fences or locks on the door, anybody can come in that door. So you just want to figure out what kind of locks you want to put on and put them on. And that takes just practice and again, awareness, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Look, there's a lot of people in the group. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, and there's a lot of people that are no longer in these groups. Now, is that bad or good? It's actually good because they've gone to where they need help. They've gotten the help. They've done the work to, you know, figure out the boundaries, increase the awareness, and then they can live life again. They can live life again. So all kinds of different things you can do. But anyways, this video went longer than I thought it would be. I'll go ahead and put comments in and I will answer them back. I can't see really well because I don't have my glasses on. So, but you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. You're going to see a lot of shit that you haven't seen before, but you're going to be okay. It's going to be a surprise. Not everybody's nice like you, but it's okay. You'll find there's a lot of people like you, and you'll find those people eventually. You'll only have those kind of people in your life. But it's just a matter of being aware and accepting yourself, loving yourself. Another topic, but okay, guys. Anyways, I love you, so you guys have a great day. Enjoy the day. You're going to be okay. All right. Love you.